Buddy Chris here. So we got tuning pins here that have been heavily CA glued. There was a lot of glue put in around the tuning pins. Where we're taking these pins out, take the plate out, and see how the CA glue went under the plate. And right there. They were obviously using that. Smile. Here I got all the bolts and tuning pins out, and you're not going to believe what I'm about to show you. So here's all the CA glue. A couple tuning pins were actually stuck, and some of the strings were actually stuck to the plate as well. As you can see, the remaining visual thing there, and in the holes you can see the CA glue in the holes, all crunchy. See that right there? Now here's the real shocker, is that I've got this piano up in the air. It's floating in the air. Let's see if it comes across when I... See? I got this like that. It's actually floating in the air. There's the caster above the ground. I don't know if that shows, if I can get low enough. Caster's in the ground. It's off the ground. So yeah, this thing's floating in the air, and the only thing that's holding it is the glue between the plate web and the pin block. And you can see the CA glue. That's kind of like the wet looking surface there. But the black stuff, that looks like that was done by the previous rebuilder. This is not an original Steinway pin block. And so to me it looks like this pin block was never in good shape. I'll show you a couple things that I found. They used some kind of foam glue here and put a screw in from the bottom, it looks like there. I'm not really quite sure, but something's going on there. So weird kind of thing going on here. And then another anomaly is there's some of these holes, looks like it had been shimmed, which is odd for a pin block that looks so nice as this. See, it looks like there's these shims and CA glue. And then on top of all of that, it's clear by the front of this that it was only touching in a couple places, like right there, right there, maybe right there. We can go down this whole thing, and hard to find a place where it was touching. Right there and there. A couple places on the base side. A horrible fit. So it looks like the previous rebuilder left us a message, but I couldn't really read it too well. Maybe you guys can make it out better than I could. Underneath view of that foam stuff. Okay, so here's the I got the pin block out, and here's some of that glue. I don't know what kind of glue that is. I think that's like some kind of construction adhesive from a squeeze bottle is what I think that is. I'm not sure. But anyways, as you can tell, none of the glue held at all. Even the dowel. See this dowel here? It'll take these dowels right out. Yeah, look at that. And so obviously the pin block came out in one piece, which is a testament in itself that it was never in there properly. Right, so here's a neat little thing. This is that Hamburg Steinway, and I recognize that wood. And so for all you people out there who say it's not a Steinway unless it's Sitka spruce, want to point out a couple things. One, before Steinway used Sitka spruce, they used Adirondack spruce. But here, this Hamburg Steinway, this is Norway spruce. And so how I know that is that's what I use. I use a Norway spruce, and so you can see it's exactly the same. Same coloring, grain pattern. Look at that, it's identical. So Norway spruce, and see even this dark area, that's typical with Norway spruce. Here, I'll show you another piece. Another piece where you can see the color changes. See, that's the, yeah, it was just a shadow, but see here, light, then there's like a dark streak in there and it gets a little lighter. So see that? I've only seen Norway spruce that looks like that. So Hamburg Steinway, Norway spruce. Soundboard that flat, and the amount of down bearing this thing had 2 degrees, 2.5 degree down bearing. The previous builder put a lot of down bearing on it. So that explains a lot why the tone, in my opinion, why it was sounded dry. So here's the pattern. I made a little diagram, a chart of the thickness of the Hamburg Steinway that was in part 1. And it's 0.33 inches in the center, and it tapers out to 1/4 inch on the perimeter. And however, one thing here I want to point out is that this yellow part right here, the thick part, 0.33, it should go all the way over to here, like that. That adds integrity. This really just does nothing but weaken the board. And look at the distance between here, you know. And then, you know, over here, when they do a thinning on the back part, that's justified. You know, it helps bring out the base and all that. So anyways, that's the Hamburg Steinway. Hope you enjoyed this video. There's some more coming in this series. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.